Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Greene. You're watching Greene of AMTV Alternative Media Television. Was spending some time late last night watching Matt Drudge give a speech about 15 years ago, wearing that famous hat, basically talking about the fact that the internet would destroy / save news, save television.
And I mention this not just to blow my own horn, but to make a point. Exalted minds, the panelists in the audience whose average IQ exceeds the Dow Jones, didn't appear to have a clue what this internet's going to do, what we're going to make of it, what this is all going to turn into. But I have glimpses. We have entered an era vibrating with the din of small voices. Every citizen can be a reporter, can take on the powers that be. The difference between the internet, television, and radio, magazines, newspapers is the two-way communication. The net gives as much voice to a 13-year-old computer geek like me as to a CEO or Speaker of the House. We all become equal. And you would be amazed what the ordinary guy knows.
Many people were fearful back then that the internet was totally just obliterating the traditional mainstream media, which I believe to be a good thing, because ultimately we're here to seek truth. We're here to filter through the propaganda, break the real stories and the real news that you care about, unfiltered and unfettered by corporate propaganda or big companies telling us what we can say or what we can't say, reading a teleprompter 24/7. But it was interesting to watch it because I've seen how much things have grown since that speech 15 years ago. The Drudge Report receiving hundreds and hundreds of millions of viewers a month. Look at our channel AMTV. I started, much like the Drudge Report, out of my basement for the love of it, not for money, not for any kind of compensation or anything like that, just because honestly I was angry and I could see what was happening. I could see firsthand, and I did see firsthand, the big banks in this country literally destroy America once and for all. I watched as the bailouts were instituted to millions and millions of Americans unfairly. So now that we have the albatross of debt around our necks, which assures financial Armageddon here in the United States, people want to know all the time, Christopher, how much more, how much longer do we have? Honestly, I think we got about 5 years or less. 5 years or less before there is a meaningful change in the value of the US dollar, which we've already experienced over the past few years. Just like it's taken just a few decades for the dollar to devalue itself some 90+%, it's only going to take a few years for it to do the same thing once again. That's a natural byproduct of 0% interest rates, the Fed monetizing the debt, buying billions and billions of dollars of mortgage-backed securities on a regular basis, and making these too big to fail banks even bigger, so that they'll eventually blow up in our faces even worse, making 2008 look like a church picnic. So where's all this going? We know the US dollar is going to lose its reserve currency. We know we're going to get the same riots and civil unrest and violence that we've seen overseas in places like Greece, when the federal government and whoever the president is in the future tells the populace, hey, you're not going to get your pension, government employee. Yeah, we're going to cut it in half by 50%. We're also going to raise the retirement age about 15 years. And if you don't like it, you better go take to the street and riot. We see this in Turkey where they say it's a culture clash. They're fighting a dictator, and to a certain extent that is true. Dictators rule the world. Dictators rule the world here in the United States of America. President Barack Obama and those that pull his puppet strings. We have the Bilderberg meeting literally deciding the fate of humanity as I deliver this video to you. Where is this all headed? Where does it go? How is the media, how is the alternative media going to survive and transform within this environment? Well, I'm very hopeful. I am very, very hopeful in the regard that it's you, the people, that continue to support us. It's you, the people, that have continued to donate, continue to subscribe, continue to share it. Because again, we care about the truth. We care about authenticity, of getting the story right, reporting what other reporters are quite frankly scared to report. People ask me all the time, Christopher, how are you still alive? You should be dead, the things that you say. And, you know, honestly, that's kind of shocking. It may be partly true, but it's shocking in the fact that all we're doing is reporting the truth. We're raising the alarm bells, having our Paul Revere moment, telling you the federal government is screwing you from every which angle, is destroying America, destroying our freedom, destroying our liberty. Cops are now going to be taking DNA samples from you if you're arrested before you're even convicted. This is the totalitarian police state that we have in America today. Total control, total power, and what's coming next is massive, massive consolidation. And that is something grassroots organizations like ours, AMTV, news organizations like ours are going to have to fight with every inch and with everything that we have at our disposal. Because these big companies want the power back. They want to control the dialogue. They want to control the narrative. They don't want a little company like ours, a little grassroots media organization like ours, gaining steam, gaining power to get the truth out to the masses. You know, the mainstream media has had more power over the people, I would argue, than government for years, decades, hundreds of years. That's how powerful the media is. And it's exactly why, if we truly want freedom and liberty in America, and we truly want freedom and liberty around the world, we must and need to protect the truth at all costs. We need to protect and support organizations like AMTV and the countless others that are sprouting up and the countless other copycats that are sprouting up literally as I speak. We are on the cutting edge. We are the future of news. We are the future of media. And it's all about truth. It's all about cutting the bullshit, putting it to the side. And just like the Drudge Report and the internet killed television, we're killing the mainstream media machine. The paradigm broken. I'm Christopher Greene. You've been watching Greene of AMTV Alternative Media Television, and I just deliver the Daily Wave, hard hitting and in your face. And if you like this video, please share it everywhere. Subscribe to us on YouTube at cgreen34. Follow us at Facebook at Greene of AMTV, at Twitter at GreenWave, and get it out to the viewing public. Peace.